And just for the sake of the video, this house is valued at $89,000. Amount due, $416.
The easiest way to go to jail when buying tax liens and deeds is to commit fraud.
As y'all know, today is the first Tuesday of April, and that means in the state of Texas that it was an auction at 10 a.m.
Number 3, we record. Just so you guys know, we record videos in one day, 3 videos in one day. It makes it really easy. Makes it easier to respond to everybody and think what else to make. So, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Anyway, taxes are crazy. Another thing that's crazy to me is property taxes, and I hate the idea. If I get this property that, hey, you're taxed on it, I get the first time until I die.
Yeah, that's how it is. But if you don't pay those taxes, then this is where someone can come in and swoop in and pay those taxes, and then they own your home. So this is like for both groups of people, I guess. The ones that have not paid your property taxes, you might want to find a way to do that now. And then the people that are looking for a cheap house that's actually really nice. So, I mean, like, yeah, that's also an option.
Come to be real, I heard about this like years ago, and then I was brought up again, like maybe like late last year.
Yeah.
And then now it's brought up again. I keep forgetting it exists, but I just hate the idea of like, hey, someone bought your property from underneath you because you didn't pay taxes.
Yeah, and the fact that the person that buys it might have to go through the actual official eviction process because it's still going to be occupied for a lot of these. And that's not something that I really want to deal with.
That doesn't seem really good morally or karmically or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. They're going to get kicked out either way, I feel like, but like I don't want to be the one like speeding up the process and having to do all of that.
Exactly.
So I'll just leave it to the state.
Let the IRS get them or something.
Yeah.
I don't know property taxes state by state, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's going to happen eventually. It's inevitable, but hopefully maybe they overlook you and forget about you.
Which most likely is happening a lot.
Yeah, but come up with that money and pay those taxes.
For real.
Out of this 2024, it's now 55,000 tax delinquent properties in Alabama. All this means is somebody did not pay their property taxes, so you can go and buy their property for the price of the back taxes. Every county has different rules on how to purchase. I want to show y'all this property out in Walker County, Alabama. The total value on this property is $95,000. The back taxes are only $355. If you scroll down, you can see the boundaries included in your purchase. So you can make sure that you're getting the property that you want and not just a mailbox. Right here, you can see the auction is going to be May 6, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. Where at? On govease.com. Now, is this $1 million property? No, but we're trying to invest. We ain't trying to live in it. Now remember, it was only $355. Come on now. And just for the sake of the video, this house is valued at $89,000. Amount due, $416. Hey y'all, I'm just here to teach y'all what I know. Feel free to reach out with any questions.
And see, well, hey, they got the real billionaire mindset. I'm gonna screw over somebody so I can make some investments.
Well,
I get they screwed themselves over, but well, once again, morally, I just don't think they do it.
I don't know. I feel like there's people out there that see like both sides of it. Like I can kind of see both, but still it's kind of like, because I don't know. It depends. If the person is out of the house and like all I have to do is just pay the taxes,
Yeah,
and I've got it, then that could be fine.
yeah, they've been missing for the past 10 years. I'm fine. I'm fine with buying that property, but there's someone still in it with their family. I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, and I like how he mentions make sure you're getting the property that you want and not just a mailbox, because there are a lot of hidden little fine print things in there that they won't tell you. Like if the land is landlocked or you're not actually getting the house in the picture, you're just getting like a portion of the land and all of that. And then like sometimes they still have time to reclaim the property even after you've paid the amount of taxes due. So you might want to look out on that. And then there might be like some other stuff on like titles or whatever that you might have to pay the mortgage if there's any left on it and all of that. But it depends on the state and like the situation, I think. But I don't know everything about it.
It truly does, I think. And at the end of the day, but like, here's the thing with me, for real, an auction.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be paying way more than the price they say want you to pay, because who knows? Because here's the thing people don't realize: a lot of auctions are being beaten out, or houses are being bought up. That's why the house market's so bad right now, by corporations.
As always. Isn't it?
So you ain't fighting just the Billy Bob down the street for this house. You're fighting BlackRock Financial.
Yeah.
and
And
you say
I'm pretty sure auctions can take a long time sometimes too.
they
And
do.
yeah, definitely look out for anything that says auction, because like you'll be paying a lot more.
Yeah, and here's the thing: auctions aren't. This ain't gonna be like the ones like about like cattle, where they're going like 25, 25, 44. Like no, this is gonna be a long, drawn out process. They gotta get the paperwork together. They gotta tell the government. They're gonna try to wait for see which rich person will find this auctionable property.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, and you are required to pay the amount that you put in at the time of the auction thing. So don't just be going in there trying to play around, see what's going on. You have to actually be serious, or you're going to be on the hook to pay that amount if you win.
Exactly.
Here's how you research a tax deed property. First things first, we almost never use the address. We have to use the parcel number or the APN. How many times have you put an address into Google and ended up at the wrong place? So you think you're buying this house and you actually end up buying something else because you never verified the parcels. The next big thing is we got to check our comps. The market tells us what the value of that home is. No Zestimate or anything like that. We need to know, hey, these houses that are just like this house sold for $80,000, so I know that this one's worth $80,000 in the same neighborhood as well, same size, same neighborhood. Now, if you do these things right and you make sure you're going and looking at public record, checking for other liens, maybe even doing some title searches, if you do this right, you're always going to make money on the purchase, and you won't have anything popping up and haymakering you and leaving you on the canvas, such as other liens that came up out of nowhere. Liens might even be okay, but you just need to know that they're there, because sometimes there might be cases where I actually buy a property with a lien on it, but it still makes sense for me.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, yeah, most definitely. There's been times where we type in like a address, and boom, there's like 5 versions of the addresses, the different last, like Parkway, Arch, this, that.
True.
You gotta be very careful with that.
Yeah, and you definitely have to do your very thorough research. And this is not just Zillow screws over a lot of people. So don't just trust Zillow. And also the internet. You can't look everything up on the internet, especially if you're about to put all your money down on this house. Because sometimes the taxes can be a lot. You're gonna have to go up to like the city courts, whatever the place is called, and you have to request like all of these public records just to make sure that no one still owns like a portion of something after you pay your share of the taxes, and then just to make sure that everything's verified and it's the actual house.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
It sucks.
it really does.
Too much work.
It's gonna be a lot of work, so commit. If you really want to do this, you're gonna have to commit. That's how it is.
This past Monday, I just purchased a lien certificate for only $3,300, and get this, I only have to hold on to it for about 30 days. The state of Alabama is a lien state with a 3-year redemption period, but what they don't tell you is there is a list of over-the-counter properties, literally over 20,000 properties that you can get where the lien periods have already started. So I got a 2020 lien certificate that expires May 19th of what year? 2023. You are missing out if you are not doing this strategy right now. So all you have to do is DM me tax deeds, and my team's gonna help you get started.
How much?
I feel like on these things you might not always be missing out, so don't just believe
Yeah, don't DM this man for anything.
that. Yeah.
That's how he's getting his real money at the end of the day. But like, that's something I never realized. Like, this is in Alabama. I don't want to go to Alabama.
Yeah.
I don't think there's that much money out there in Alabama. So,
And you gotta look at the crime rates in the neighborhoods and all of that. You need to know where you're about to be living, who your neighbors are, and just the area in general, because you see these cheap houses on Zillow and everything, but why is it so cheap? Is it messed up? Is it in a really bad area? Like,
Yeah. I'm just all you're gonna say is like the it's gonna be way more expensive in the areas you want it to be at. Maybe even your neighborhood.
yeah,
Maybe the place you grew up. It's gonna be probably more expensive than like let's say Oklahoma.
yep,
So you gotta look out for that.
for you. Definitely do the research.
Now let's talk about a controversial opinion that I have. Stop buying tax sale homes to remodel if you're a new investor. What so many people want to do, they want to go to the tax sale auction, buy a house, and then remodel it and sell it for top dollar. Instead of doing that, my suggestion is to buy that tax sale house, turn right around and flip it in a week or two to another investor. Let the other investor deal with all the time, money, and effort that it's going to take to rehab that house. While they're sitting around worrying about the remodel job, in the meantime, I've rolled that money over 2, 3, 4 times before they finally hit the market with that tax sale house that they have now remodeled. If you're a new investor, you don't need to take the time to learn how to remodel homes and invest in tax defaulted real estate. Instead, invest the time into building your buyer's list of investors so you can sell these properties quickly and you can keep snowballing your money and leave the headaches of remodels to somebody else. Hope this helps.
And that makes sense. Like you can't be doing every scheme. You can't be doing every plan. Do one or the other, and that makes sense. Sell these tax houses to an actual house investor guy. You are just here. You're just here to give them the stuff in the first place.
And make sure it actually works for your situation, not just because it seems like a good idea and everyone else is doing it and they had success in it. It might not always work out for everybody.
Yeah, I think the diamond miners make the diamonds. No, they just get the diamonds out and give it to diamond cutters.
Yep.
So that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
As y'all know, today is the first Tuesday of April, and that means in the state of Texas that it was an auction at 10 a.m. So what did you get? Let me show you one of the items I got today. So this property is in a growing county. When I say growing, it's ridiculously growing. If you can look at the neighborhood in the area, this property had went up for sale on 4 different occasions. The original owners tried to sell it, but in the process of trying to sell it, they were not paying their property taxes, or they didn't keep up with their property taxes. So I think they were trying to sell it, make some money, and then, you know, whatever the case may be. So it went to the chopping block this morning at 10 a.m., just an hour and 35 minutes ago. The auction is already over in this county that I participated in, and this neighborhood is ridiculous. The houses in this neighborhood are going for anywhere from $298. There was one for $298 on the market and one for $402 on the market in this neighborhood. It's one of those neighborhoods where you don't see a lot of things going up for sale. But what's so crazy is that this lot size is larger than the house on the market for $290, and it's the same, just about the same as a house going for $402. So I can potentially sell this for a good amount of money where someone can build their custom home, and it's a corner lot. Did y'all see that? Or I can build a home and then sell it. What are we gonna do? Just be it. Just wait, because I'm on to something. I'm cooking. And we have 4 other auctions that we're still participating in right now. And see what we got cooking. Did you go to the auction today? It's happening in the state of Texas, in the state of Georgia. They happen today in the state of Florida. Did y'all buy anything? Do y'all need to go get that replay of the class? Did y'all buy that class? Let's go get that home.
Please don't.
Don't buy no classes. It's basically already. I've already been told what I need to do, bro.
Exactly. Look at all the information that we've been told. You don't need a class or a course. You don't need a handbook that they're selling either.
Nope. All I need to know, I need to go look on some red state city site. I need to, because these are usually the ones gonna be cheapest, especially like Alabama.
Yeah.
That's any state site. Have money already put together. Wait. Buy ones that are about to expire. Boom. That easy. And then hold on to it to sell it to somebody.
Yeah, and also just put in the effort to do your research, because even if you bought a guidebook that's supposed to tell you all the ins and outs of everything, they can't give you the information that your state has or the information on the actual property that you're trying to get. And all of this information is available online,
Exactly.
though, that they're trying to tell you anyway. And you can look up your state or your city and put tax deed auctions, and you can find a bunch of houses up for auction that you can pay the taxes on. You can also find a little map that shows you which states are going to be like this, where you just pay the taxes, because not every state allows you to do this either.
Exactly. So let's just look for areas that have people not paying taxes.
Exactly.
Buy it and then sell it. You don't need no course.
And don't trust these people, because they tell you all of this and then you're just gonna go and do it, but they are not gonna tell you like very specific things or like warnings that you need to look out for. They're just like, do this, but they don't tell you the negatives or like what you need to look out for, and you need to know that before you do this.
That's how they get you.
Exactly.
Anyway.
The easiest way to go to jail when buying tax liens and deeds is to commit fraud, right? What is that? You try to buy your own tax lien and deed, trying to cheat the government, thinking they ain't gonna get you. So this is what it looks like. You owe $20,000 in back taxes, but it's going to go to the tax lien sale, and you think you can get it at a B sale for like $5,000. So I'm gonna save myself $15,000 by letting it go to a tax sale. Fool, try it if you want to. I'm gonna let my cousin buy it. My baby daddy gonna buy it. Fool, try it if you want to. Stay out of jail. That's the one job. You got one job. One job. Stay out of jail. Leave some comments in the comment below.
And this is how I know. This is, once again, I'm not trying to get political, but this is how I know the government don't work for nobody who's not rich. Because why can I own my own tax deed?
No.
I guess because I didn't pay my taxes in the first place, which makes sense.
Yeah, I guess.
That's just tax fraud.
I don't know how that really works. Like, is the government getting ripped off by you doing that? I guess so.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But like, bro, can I just like pay my own tax deed? They're still gonna tax it.
Well,
hey, maybe I came on hard times. I haven't buy my tax deed back.
but they don't care.
No, but at the end of the day, yeah, don't do that. That's fraud.
Yes.
That's pretty stupid.
This is the guy that you should listen to. Stay out of jail and do not fall into another trend, because once you do it and you get on TikTok and say that you did this, it's going to start a trend, and then everybody's going to be doing it and everybody's going to be going to jail again.
Exactly. Money glitch. Free tax hack.
It's not smart.
No taxes? Discount taxes?
It's so stupid. You don't want to be in jail for this.
You're not.
How I made my first tax lien purchase. First, you want to go on your county's website to look at the list of properties that will be coming up for auction at the next tax sale. After conducting your due diligence online, it's good practice to get eyes on the property in person as well. That way you know exactly what you're bidding on when you get to the auction. You don't want to be that person who thought they were buying a house but actually bought a swamp. Just when I thought everything was going smoothly, my car broke down for the first time, but instead of letting the breakdown stop me, I found a way to keep going. I arrived at the tax sale, and while waiting for the auction to start, I networked with a few other investors. The excitement was intense. I placed my first bid and hoped for the best. Once I won, I was off to the bank to get the cash. I brought the cash to the property tax office, where I finally received the tax deed on the property. Follow for more.
Property tax office, and it legit this says property tax office. I thought it was just like you didn't remember the name of the office.
Well, I guess this is what it's called. But like, that's a good tip though. Definitely drive to the place, to the location. If someone's in there, please don't harass them, because it could be occupied. But just take a look.
Yeah, don't go like, hey, yo, I heard you didn't pay your taxes. What you got in this house? How big is this house? How much square feet you got? Don't do that. Don't do that.
Just like do a little casual swoop through the neighborhood. Make sure it's legit.
Yeah, look at the address. Make sure it's the right address.
Yeah.
And then go to the auction.
Exactly, and you don't want to encounter any of these crazy people out here either.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be real. If someone's coming to my house saying, "Hey, it's about to be tax deeded, tax liened," I'm just checking out the property. I might end your life. I just might, but like truly, it's just like that's all you need to do. It sucks that his car broke down. I guess
It does.
maybe to focus on fixing that instead of doing the tax thing at that point. But you know,
Maybe that was a sign. I don't know.
don't do it, said God.
But I hope it worked out. But I just know that there's still a risk in this, and it's not always going to work out. And especially all the stuff that you have to go through, like not everyone wants to risk it.
Most definitely not. And network. What do you network with investors for like that? Are they all trying to get their hands in different like investments? Like I feel like if I'm an investor doing something like tax stuff like this, I don't want no one else to know about the auctions going on. Because more people at the auctions, more friends that have the auctions, the more chance they have to take it from me.
Exactly, because what you want, if you want to be the only one bidding so that you can pay the actual lowest price, it could even be $1.
Exactly.
There you go.
So I'm not going to be telling no one like, oh yeah, there's an auction going here. I'm going to say, yeah, there's no auction going on.
Yeah.
Stay away.
And also, I don't want to join the auction either because, like, you have to come with something higher, and
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I want to be the first and the only.
Exactly. Can you imagine being the auctioneer and there's like this one person like, oh, anyone else coming? No.
Please, no.
So the base price is this. I'm paying that, and that's it. And that's nothing else. No. At that point, it's a sale.
Exactly. Like, what the heck? But I guess this is a good way to get the deed. Pay the taxes, get the deed, and hope no one claims it if your state does that. Like, you get 30 days or 2 years. Some of them it's like years. And it's like, what the heck?
Most definitely. That's ridiculous. Because the years ones is crazy. Because if they're not paying it back, the ones that are about to expire, that means they ain't paying it back at all.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a big chance to pay out the one that is going to take to like what 2027. They might have a chance to pay that back within the next couple years. So I'll just do the one in 2020.
Consider it a wake up call because like now they know that someone has pretty much bought their property and they have this amount of time to act to get it back.
For real. With the other one, they had enough time to act. Then now they say, hey, someone bought it. Like, oh, dang, it's only been 30 days. I don't got paid till next week, so I'm screwed. And that's it.
And that sucks.
But once again, I don't think that anyone wants to be buying it from underneath people's noses.
Yeah, because I wonder how it works if no one ever buys it, or like, is it just too much of a backlog for them to evict these people, or like, wouldn't the government just take it and own it? I'm confused. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's the whole thing.
Exactly. So now owning a house once again sucks because you got to worry about the bank foreclosing. You got to worry about being condemned by the government.
Yeah.
You got to worry about being foreclosed on by the homeowner association.
Mm-hmm.
You got to worry about insurance companies not paying out for your breakdowns.
Yeah.
And now you got to worry about people trying to buy a house underneath you with taxes.
Yeah, and also these costly repairs and renovations and all the other stuff. It's a lot.
Oh, man. Oh my gosh, this is horrible.
Yeah, it's not fun. Renting isn't fun either. Like at this point, I don't know what else to do.
Well, natural disaster is the only thing I'm looking forward to at this point.
Well,
anyway, thank you for watching this video. They really not can really ask like, hey, what do you guys think? They just say, hey, what do you guys think about this? That's all I can really say. Because
I guess, have you done this?
How much did you pay?
Yeah, and if you're a lawyer, please drop some legal tips in here and things to look out for because I'm very confused and I don't have the knowledge for any of this.
For real, I don't have the funds for any of this.
Yeah.
Even if I had all, I'm not doing this mess.
Yeah.
I'd rather just invest in high yield savings account.
Exactly. Also, realtors, politicians, anybody that can just chime in, that would be great.
For real. Activists to get rid of tax deed liens.
Financial advisors. I
Um,
don't know who else.
Chinese spies trying to buy property so they can watch the government base better. Russian spies. Anybody, just tell us. Don't actually. If you're one of those, don't tell us. That could end yours in my life. So
Well,
I don't want to hear that. Don't tell me.
this got weird.
I'm sorry. I'm just riffing at this point. Let's end the video or something.
Well, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video, and please get us to 1,000 subscribers.
Goodbye.
Bye.